Imagine a tiny seed so powerful that it can influence the way your body handles sugar. A seed that quietly works to slow down sugar absorption before it even reaches your bloodstream. Most people have never heard of it, yet it has been used for centuries in traditional medicine across the world, quietly helping people manage their energy levels, cravings, and overall health. This seed is not some exotic, expensive supplement. It is a simple, natural element of our diet that has been overlooked in modern medical conversations. While many of us rely heavily on prescription drugs or processed solutions to regulate our blood sugar, nature often provides simple, effective tools that can work alongside these treatments or even reduce the need for them in some cases. The remarkable thing about this seed is that it addresses one of the root causes of blood sugar spikes, not just the symptoms. When we eat carbohydrates, whether in bread, rice, pasta, or sweets, our digestive system breaks them down into glucose, which enters the bloodstream and raises our blood sugar levels. For people with insulin resistance, prediabetes, or type 2 diabetes, this can lead to dangerous spikes that over time damage organs, nerves, and blood vessels. But this seed contains unique compounds that slow down the breakdown of these carbohydrates, acting almost like a natural barrier that regulates how quickly sugar enters the blood. By doing this, it provides a smoother, more controlled release of glucose, helping the body maintain balance and reducing the risk of sudden energy crashes or long-term complications. Beyond the way it interacts with carbohydrates, this seed also influences the body in multiple subtle ways that contribute to overall metabolic health. Some studies suggest that it can improve insulin sensitivity, meaning the body can use the insulin it produces more effectively. Others highlight its role in reducing inflammation in the digestive system and supporting healthy gut bacteria, both of which are increasingly recognized as crucial factors in managing blood sugar and preventing chronic illnesses. Unlike many medications that target only one aspect of the problem, this seed offers a holistic approach, addressing both the digestive process and the body's broader metabolic response. It's important to understand that this seed is not a magic pill that replaces healthy habits, but it is an incredibly effective natural ally. In cultures where it has been traditionally used, people often consume it as part of their daily meals, sprinkled on food, soaked in water, or blended into beverages. Over generations, they have experienced steady energy levels and fewer fluctuations in their sugar readings, demonstrating the power of consistent, natural intervention. For those who are new to this approach, even small regular doses can create noticeable improvements. The beauty lies in its simplicity. No complex regimens, no expensive treatments, just a seed that has been quietly supporting health for centuries. Another reason this seed deserves attention is accessibility. Unlike prescription medications that can be costly and sometimes accompanied by side effects, this natural solution is affordable, widely available, and safe for most people when used appropriately. It empowers individuals to take control of their health in a proactive way, rather than relying solely on reactive treatments after problems arise. Incorporating it into your daily routine is a small step that can lead to meaningful, long-term results. People who commit to it often report not just better sugar control, but also increased energy, improved digestion, and a stronger sense of overall well-being. What makes this seed even more remarkable is that it works quietly in the background. You don't feel a rush or an immediate change. Instead, your body gradually experiences steadier blood sugar levels and more balanced energy throughout the day. For many, this subtle improvement is life-changing because it reduces the constant cycle of highs and lows, cravings, and fatigue that so often accompanies modern diets. It's a natural way to support the body's innate ability to regulate itself, to give it the tools it needs to function optimally without overwhelming it with artificial interventions. Despite its effectiveness and long history of use, this seed remains largely unknown in mainstream medical advice. Doctors may not prescribe it, not because it doesn't work, but because natural remedies often fall outside standard clinical protocols and pharmaceutical guidelines. Yet, that does not diminish its value or the experiences of millions who have benefited from it. Understanding and using such natural solutions can empower anyone to take control of their health in a practical, sustainable, and safe way. This tiny seed is more than just a supplement. It is a symbol of how nature has provided solutions long before modern medicine existed. By introducing it thoughtfully into your daily life, you can support your body's natural balance, manage your blood sugar more effectively, and take a meaningful step toward lasting wellness. When we talk about controlling blood sugar, it's not enough to just look at what we eat or how much we exercise. We need to understand how our body actually processes sugar. This is where the tiny seed comes into play in a remarkable way. From the moment carbohydrates enter your digestive system, they begin to break down into glucose, the form of sugar that circulates in your blood. For many people, especially those with insulin resistance or prediabetes, this process happens too quickly, leading to spikes in blood sugar levels that stress the body and can create a cycle of cravings, fatigue, and long-term complications. The magic of this seed lies in its ability to intervene right at the source, slowing down the absorption of sugar before it even reaches your bloodstream. This seed contains specific compounds, soluble fibers, saponins, and unique polysaccharides that work in harmony to create a natural barrier in the digestive tract. When consumed, these compounds interact with carbohydrates, coating them and slowing their breakdown. This means that sugar is released gradually, giving your body time to process it efficiently and preventing sudden surges that can overwhelm the pancreas and lead to long-term insulin issues. Think of it as a traffic controller for glucose. Instead of letting a flood of sugar enter all at once, it guides it in a steady, controlled flow that your body can handle more effectively. The benefits of this controlled absorption go far beyond just keeping your blood sugar stable. When sugar enters the bloodstream too quickly, it triggers a cascade of reactions. Your pancreas produces more insulin to lower sugar levels, and over time, this constant high demand can lead to insulin resistance. This seed helps to reduce that demand by moderating the release of sugar, which in turn supports the pancreas and helps maintain its normal function. Over time, this can contribute to better insulin sensitivity, meaning your body uses the insulin it produces more effectively and avoids the harmful cycles of spikes and crashes that can harm overall health. Another remarkable aspect is the impact on energy levels. When blood sugar rises too quickly, it often falls just as fast, leaving you tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. By slowing down the absorption process, this seed helps maintain a more even energy level throughout the day. You may notice fewer cravings, better focus, and a steadier mood, all of which contribute to a healthier lifestyle and make it easier to stick to nutritious choices. For people who struggle with controlling their diet or managing the energy swings caused by sugar, this seed can become an invaluable ally. This natural mechanism is not a one-size-fits-all approach, but it is versatile and effective across a wide range of diets. Whether someone consumes simple sugars or complex carbohydrates, the seed works in the digestive tract to regulate how glucose enters the blood. It doesn't block nutrition or prevent your body from absorbing essential energy, it simply ensures that sugar is released in a manageable way. This subtle, behind-the-scenes work makes it different from many medications that force the body to adapt after sugar has already entered the bloodstream. Instead, it supports your body proactively, allowing it to function closer to its natural, healthy rhythm. What is particularly impressive is that the effects of this seed have been observed in numerous studies and traditional practices over centuries. Populations that have incorporated it regularly into their diets often show lower incidences of sudden blood sugar spikes and fewer related complications. This demonstrates that its benefits are not just theoretical, they are grounded in both science and history. While modern medicine often focuses on interventions after blood sugar problems arise, this seed offers a preventive approach, helping the body maintain balance before more serious issues develop. It's also important to note that this seed works best when combined with other healthy habits. While it slows sugar absorption, pairing it with a balanced diet, regular physical activity, and proper hydration amplifies its effects. It becomes part of a holistic approach, supporting the body's natural ability to regulate itself. And unlike many pharmaceutical solutions, it does this gently, without causing harsh side effects or disrupting other metabolic processes. Ultimately, understanding how this seed works in the body gives you insight into the power of natural solutions. By moderating sugar absorption before it even reaches your blood, it provides a foundation for more stable energy, better insulin function, and long-term metabolic health. It's a reminder that sometimes the simplest tools, like a small, overlooked seed, can have the most profound impact when used consistently and thoughtfully. By harnessing this natural process, you are not just managing sugar, you are taking control of your body's rhythm and supporting your health at a fundamental level. When it comes to natural remedies, many people are skeptical because they assume natural means unproven. But this tiny seed has not only been used for centuries in traditional medicine, it has also been the focus of modern scientific studies that highlight its effectiveness in supporting blood sugar control. Researchers around the world have examined how its compounds interact with carbohydrates, insulin, and the digestive system, and the results consistently show that it has a real, measurable impact on the body's ability to regulate sugar. This is not just anecdotal evidence or old folklore. It is science validating what traditional wisdom has known for generations. Several clinical studies have focused on the soluble fibers in the seed, which play a key role in slowing the absorption of sugar from the digestive tract. When these fibers form a gel-like substance in the stomach, they act as a natural barrier that delays the conversion of carbohydrates into glucose. In trials, participants who incorporated the seed into their diet experienced lower post-meal blood sugar spikes compared to those who did not. This effect is particularly important for people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes because frequent spikes contribute to insulin resistance and long-term complications. By reducing these spikes, the seed provides a proactive, preventive approach that complements conventional treatments. Beyond fiber, other compounds in the seed, such as saponins, flavonoids, and unique polysaccharides, have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity. This means the body can use insulin more effectively, helping maintain stable blood sugar levels even after carbohydrate-rich meals. Some studies have measured HbA1c levels, which indicate long-term blood sugar control, and found that regular consumption of the seed led to measurable improvements over several months. These findings suggest that it doesn't just affect sugar temporarily, it supports lasting metabolic balance. Scientific research has also explored the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties of the seed. Chronic inflammation is increasingly recognized as a key factor in metabolic disorders, including insulin resistance, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. By reducing inflammation in the gut and supporting healthy cell function, the seed helps the body manage sugar more efficiently while also protecting against broader metabolic stress. Antioxidants further protect cells from oxidative damage, which is another contributor to chronic disease. The combination of these effects makes the seed a uniquely comprehensive natural tool, addressing multiple aspects of metabolic health rather than just one. It is important to emphasize that the seed's effects are supported by repeated studies across different populations. Research conducted in Asia, Europe, and North America consistently shows that it helps lower fasting blood sugar levels, reduces post-meal spikes, and supports overall metabolic health. Traditional usage in cultures where the seed has been a staple for centuries also reinforces these scientific findings. People in these regions often report better energy, fewer cravings, and more stable blood sugar readings, illustrating the convergence of traditional knowledge and modern science. Despite this evidence, many people are unaware of the seed's benefits. Part of the reason is that medical systems often focus on pharmaceutical interventions that are heavily regulated, standardized, and profitable. Natural remedies, even when proven effective, do not always receive the same attention because they do not fit neatly into the pharmaceutical model. However, this does not mean they are any less effective or less important. Understanding the science behind this seed empowers individuals to make informed choices about their health and to use nature's tools alongside conventional medicine when appropriate. What makes the scientific backing of this seed so compelling is that it works on multiple levels. It moderates carbohydrate absorption, improves insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation, and supports healthy digestion, all while being gentle on the body. Unlike medications that may target a single symptom or carry side effects, the seed addresses the underlying processes that contribute to blood sugar instability. It is a natural, holistic solution validated both by centuries of use and modern clinical research, bridging the gap between traditional wisdom and contemporary science. Incorporating the seed into your daily routine is not just a lifestyle choice, it is an evidence-based strategy to support your body's natural ability to maintain balance. By understanding the research, you gain confidence in its effectiveness and can approach your health proactively rather than reactively. It is a tool that aligns with both nature and science, providing a foundation for lasting metabolic health. Ultimately, the science shows that this tiny seed is far more than a simple dietary addition. It is a natural intervention with measurable benefits. By combining centuries of traditional knowledge with modern research, we see a clear picture of how this seed supports blood sugar control, energy stability, and overall metabolic well-being. It reminds us that often, the most powerful solutions are the ones that have been quietly helping people for generations, validated today by the rigor of scientific inquiry. With this understanding, you can approach your health decisions confidently, knowing that you are not just relying on tradition or guesswork, but on proven science that empowers you to take control of your blood sugar naturally. When we talk about the benefits of this tiny seed and the science that supports it, many people immediately ask the obvious question: if it works so well, why don't doctors prescribe it? This is a question that deserves a thoughtful answer because it touches on how modern medicine operates, how natural remedies are perceived, and how patients navigate health choices in a complex world. Understanding this helps us see that just because something is not commonly prescribed, it doesn't mean it isn't effective. In fact, it often points to broader systems and structures rather than the value of the remedy itself. One of the main reasons doctors don't routinely prescribe natural seeds or supplements is that modern medicine is built around medications that are regulated, standardized, and thoroughly tested through clinical trials approved by organizations like the FDA or their equivalents worldwide. Prescription medications undergo strict manufacturing and quality controls, with precise dosages and detailed guidance on side effects. Natural remedies, even those with centuries of use and growing scientific support, often don't have the same standardized trials, simply because funding and regulation for natural products are different from pharmaceutical drugs. Doctors trained to follow these guidelines and legal frameworks may hesitate to recommend something that lacks the exact formal approval, even if research and traditional experience strongly support its use. Another reason is the focus of conventional medicine itself. Doctors are trained to diagnose, treat, and prevent diseases using standardized interventions that are predictable and widely recognized. While this system is effective for many acute conditions and serious illnesses, it sometimes overlooks subtle preventive strategies or holistic approaches. Natural remedies often operate in a gentler, slower, and cumulative way. Their benefits may not be immediately measurable in the same way as a pharmaceutical drug, making them less visible in the fast-paced clinical setting. A patient may experience steady improvements in energy, blood sugar stability, and cravings, but these changes are gradual and may not register as clearly as lab results from prescription medications. There is also the matter of awareness and education. Many doctors receive little formal training on natural remedies, herbs, or seeds, even when those remedies have strong evidence behind them. Medical education prioritizes pharmacology, surgery, and other conventional interventions. As a result, a doctor may simply not know the full potential of this seed, or may be uncertain how to advise patients on proper dosage and usage safely. This knowledge gap doesn't reflect a lack of effectiveness on the part of the seed. It reflects systemic patterns in education and medical practice. Commercial and economic factors play a subtle role as well. Pharmaceutical companies invest heavily in research, advertising, and distribution for medications, but there is often little financial incentive to do the same for natural seeds or traditional remedies. As a result, medications dominate the discussion, even when natural options have strong supporting evidence. Doctors, understandably, are more familiar with these widely marketed treatments and may be more likely to recommend what is clearly established in clinical practice. This does not diminish the seed's value. It simply explains why it remains underrepresented in mainstream medical guidance. It is also worth noting that many doctors are cautious because natural remedies can vary in quality. Not all seeds or supplements are produced with the same care, and variability in potency, sourcing, or preparation can affect results. For a healthcare provider, recommending a remedy with inconsistent quality can feel risky, even if the remedy itself is effective. By contrast, standardized medications offer a predictable response, which is often prioritized in clinical settings for safety reasons. Despite these systemic reasons, it is important to understand that patients are not powerless. You can bring this knowledge into your conversations with your doctor, showing research and studies that support the use of the seed. Many physicians are open to natural or complementary approaches when patients present credible evidence and express interest in preventive health strategies. By approaching the conversation informed and prepared, you can potentially integrate this seed into your health routine safely, under professional guidance. The key takeaway is that the lack of a prescription does not equal lack of effectiveness. The seed's benefits are supported by centuries of traditional use, modern scientific research, and countless personal experiences. It works quietly in the background, supporting balanced blood sugar, steady energy, and better metabolic health, even if it hasn't been incorporated into standard prescriptions. Understanding why doctors may not routinely prescribe it empowers you to make informed choices for yourself, combining evidence, tradition, and modern guidance to optimize your health. Ultimately, this highlights a powerful truth. Taking control of your health is not about waiting for someone to prescribe a solution. but about learning, experimenting safely, and integrating proven tools into your daily life. This seed is one of those tools, quietly effective, scientifically validated, and ready to support your well-being when used thoughtfully. Now that we understand the incredible benefits of this tiny seed and how it works in the body, the next question naturally arises: how do we incorporate it safely into our daily lives? Using natural remedies effectively is not just about taking them, it's about knowing the right way, the right amount, and the best methods to maximize their benefits while minimizing any risks. This is especially important when it comes to blood sugar management, because even natural solutions can interact with medications or have different effects depending on individual health conditions. One of the simplest ways to use this seed is by including it in your diet as a regular food ingredient. Many cultures have consumed it for centuries, often soaking it in water or milk before meals to help moderate sugar absorption. Soaking the seeds not only softens them, making them easier to digest, but it also helps release beneficial compounds that work more efficiently in the digestive system. Some people blend the soaked seeds into smoothies, sprinkle them over salads, or mix them into yogurt, allowing the seed to integrate naturally into meals without dramatically changing the taste or texture of food. This makes it easy to adopt as a daily habit without feeling like you are taking medicine. Another practical method is using powdered or ground forms of the seed. Powdered seeds can be added to baked goods, soups, or beverages, making it versatile for different meals throughout the day. Capsules or supplements are also available for those who prefer a measured, convenient option. However, it is crucial to follow recommended dosages because while natural, the seed is still biologically active, and too much may cause digestive discomfort or interfere with certain medications. Checking labels carefully and consulting a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement is an essential step in safety and effectiveness. Timing is also a key factor. For blood sugar management, consuming the seed before or alongside meals that contain carbohydrates is most effective. This ensures that its compounds interact with the food in your digestive system, slowing the absorption of sugar right at the source. Regular use over time is important as well. Benefits are gradual and cumulative, so consistency is what truly allows the seed to support balanced blood sugar and sustained energy throughout the day. It's not a one-time fix, but a lifestyle addition that supports your body's natural rhythms. Safety considerations must always be part of the process. While this seed is generally safe for most people, individuals taking medications for diabetes or other metabolic conditions should be especially cautious. Because the seed can lower blood sugar, it may amplify the effects of medications, potentially causing blood sugar to drop too low. This is why it is critical to monitor your blood sugar regularly and communicate with your healthcare provider when introducing the seed into your routine. By taking these steps, you can enjoy the benefits safely and avoid any unintended effects. Another consideration is sourcing. The quality of seeds can vary widely depending on where they are grown, how they are processed, and whether any additives are included. Choosing high-quality, reputable sources ensures that you receive the full benefits without unnecessary fillers or contaminants. Organic or minimally processed seeds are often preferred because they retain more of their natural active compounds and reduce exposure to pesticides or chemicals. This attention to quality is a small step that can make a significant difference in effectiveness and safety. It's also worth noting that incorporating this seed should complement, not replace, other healthy habits. A balanced diet rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and lean proteins enhances the seed's effect on blood sugar management. Regular physical activity, adequate hydration, and stress management further amplify its benefits. Think of the seed as a supportive tool rather than a standalone solution. When combined with healthy lifestyle choices, it can create meaningful improvements in overall metabolic health. Finally, patience and observation are crucial. The seed works quietly and gradually, so pay attention to how your body responds over weeks and months. Notice changes in energy levels, sugar cravings, and overall well-being. Keep track of your blood sugar readings if you are monitoring them and adjust your routine as needed with guidance from your healthcare provider. This mindful approach ensures that you maximize the benefits safely and sustainably, turning a simple daily habit into a powerful long-term health strategy. By thoughtfully incorporating this seed into your diet, timing it around meals, monitoring your response, and combining it with healthy lifestyle habits, you can harness its full potential safely and effectively. It is a small, natural step that can have a profound impact on your energy, blood sugar control, and overall well-being. Understanding the power of this tiny seed is only part of the journey. To truly experience its benefits, it is essential to integrate it thoughtfully into a lifestyle that supports overall health and metabolic balance. The seed works quietly and effectively to moderate blood sugar, but it is not a standalone solution. Its effects are amplified when combined with daily habits that nurture the body, regulate energy, and strengthen resilience against chronic conditions. By approaching health holistically, you turn a single natural tool into a foundation for long-term well-being. One of the most important aspects of lifestyle integration is diet. While the seed slows sugar absorption, it works best when paired with balanced meals that include fiber-rich vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Meals that are overly processed or high in refined sugars can overwhelm the body's ability to regulate glucose, even with the seed's support. By choosing nutrient-dense foods, you not only enhance the seed's effects, but also provide your body with the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants it needs to function optimally. This combination supports stable blood sugar, sustained energy, and better overall metabolic health. Physical activity is another cornerstone of